Welcome to day 29, and today's tangle is Oasis by Tomas Padros. And I've been playing around a bit with it, and that was my first try when I was practicing them all in September. And then I've just been playing around to see which layout I like best, because you can do it as a ribbon and you can vary the number of spokes that you've got in the middle. I've decided I'm going to go with this one with 5 spokes. It's surprising that for something so simple looking, it's actually quite tricky to get it right. And I might actually go for my 01 for this. And then I'll use my 05 to fill. So start with a line there. And then I need the circle divided into 5 roughly equal bits. Or 5. Clearly not equal bits, but never mind, it will be individual. And then the next bit is to do the teardrop shape on the end of these. I find it quite difficult actually to get these looking quite delicate when I was practicing. And one of the things with step outs is that you don't actually know how big they've actually drawn it. You can see all the steps it takes to draw it, but you can't see how big it actually is. This one looks way out on its own. So what I did on the one that I liked was I ended up with an aura around this bit. In fact, I might make it go all the way down there. And as you can see, some of my auras are quite wide on this and some of them are quite narrow, but that's okay. Organic is what I'm going to say. So when we've done that bit, we then have a little teardrop in here, and I might make this one come a bit closer to the centre. So I'm going to draw all my teardrops first and then shade them in. Goodness me. Who would have thought a teardrop could be so difficult? I think it's only right that this one looks a bit bigger anyway, because that gap's bigger. There we go. And then you do it from this one first. And I'm going to come down and round. So I'm going to come down and round. I'm almost tempted to make this look like a spiral. I'm not going to. So we've gone that way, now we're going to come the other way. And I'm really not going to worry too much if it's not symmetrical. But I am on this one going to turn my page. Not my page, my tile, sorry. Just because I think I will get nicer lines. So I don't particularly like that line. So having done that, I'm now going to bring these slightly further down with just a light touch. Barely touching the paper. And then I think I'm just going to do one line in there. I want it to look a bit more. It's always tricky when you're learning new tangles, because as you saw I practiced quite a few different ways there. And some tangles come easily, some don't. And that's okay. I'm liking this more now that I've put these little wispy bits in. Just giving it a bit more character. There we go. Just zoom in a bit for you on that. You can probably see the outline of the circle that I gave myself as a guide. I will rub that out. So try not to get there we go, that's better, then I'm not getting pastel all over myself. Now in the middle here it's looking a bit wishy-washy, so I'm just going to do some rounding. There we go. I think other than that one line there that I'm really not happy with, the rest is okay. And in fact, looking at it, I could just put another line in there like that, so that it looks like it has the same shape as the others, and then it's just got one extra line in there. And in fact, let's just put some more little wispy lines in. Just because we can. And then that one there won't look quite so out of place. And then I had two here to do, didn't I? There we go. Much happier with that now. So for shading, need to get my correct pencils. I think this bit around here would be dark. Like that. And in fact, probably this bit around here as well. When I finish the whole thing, I will have to go over some of the shading, particularly of the white charcoal. Oh, that looks good. And I will have a play on the back of this at putting some graphite as well, because I think in some of the areas on this there's not enough contrast going on for my liking. Just blend those first. And in fact, the colours I see in real life are very different to the colours you see on camera. I'm using my iPhone to film this, and certainly the white, it's nowhere near as bright in real life as it is coming through on the camera. I'm just going to put some white highlights, which actually, you probably notice this with other people as well. We kind of layer these patterns up, and sometimes we end up drawing over lines that we've drawn, and that's okay. Because we can go over the lines again if we want to. Perhaps I should have used my white jelly roll. Speaking of my white jelly roll, I might just put a little spot in the middle. And then can you see how some of those lines have kind of come through again? So I am going to call that done, I think. Although I may change my mind. I might have a practice and do some more and then maybe put another one in here so that it goes behind, because at the moment it just looks as if it's standing there on its own. Anyway, let's zoom out and you can see how we're doing with all of this. So there's the whole tile again. I'm trying to make sure I keep it in the same kind of orientation as all the other videos. And there is Oasis by Tomas Padros. I might have a practice at doing Oasis as a ribbon and maybe fit it in along here, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Bye.